This is Davide De Angelis, creator of the Starman Tarot, and welcome to another voyage through the eyes of the Starman. So welcome to today's video. Thanks for stopping by. And today I'd like to talk about a couple of things. So I'd like you to watch this video right the way through because there's going to be some very powerful insights and things that you can do to really elevate the quality of your experience. Because basically that's what we're all looking for, a high quality of experience in life. Now, experience is all that we have access to. The experience, in a way, is the interface that projects reality to us, that displays reality to us. In a sense, we actually don't know what reality is. We have no access to that. And this interface or panel of experience is what we use to navigate the world. And the tarot deck, in terms of a well-crafted tarot deck, is really a series of lenses, very powerful lenses. These archetypes are very powerful lenses through which we can look and explore life in a myriad of different ways. And why they're magical lenses that we can look upon reality with is because, in the way I see it, they're not fixed. So they change and give us different ideas, different answers, different possibilities, different opportunities according to where we point them, according to what's going on when we look and how we look through them. So I feel that there's an incredibly powerful way to get new and unexpected insights into your life. And especially if there's a situation that you're unsure about or that you feel you need some extra input with. It's an amazing opportunity for us to look at reality in different ways. And like I said, very unexpected ways, things that we wouldn't normally do. And the other thing about this is that I believe that they're activating principles, because when we can see very clearly what's going on and we have a unique viewpoint upon that situation, it allows us to act in the world with some form of power. And I call it creative power. So with that creative power, we're actually effective in the world. So it's an effective quality that we bring to life. So often we sense that people talk about things a lot, and there's a lot of explorations and there's a lot of knowledge about stuff. In fact, we're awash with knowledge. But when you look at the real thing that makes a difference, it's taking action. And if we can base our actions on something really powerful, then we have the qualities and the ingredients that we need in order to create a very powerful and enjoyable and enriching life. So this is what this whole thing's about. So today, without further delay, I'd like to explore the qualities of the King of Cups. So with the King of Cups, this brings an interesting dynamic to life, really, because what this is communicating to us. Now, I'd like you to really look at what I'm saying in terms of a situation or something that's going on in your life. I want you to make this really real for yourself. So it has a transformational experience. There's a transformation built into the very exchange that we're having here on a personal level and on a transpersonal level, of course. So with this King of Cups, he is communicating to us that actually we often need to just leave life alone. So Byron Katie says this beautifully. She says there's kind of my business, their business, and then there's God's business. And when we're out of our own business and we're in these other businesses, then that's when life goes wrong and things become very complex. And often we lose our way because we're trying to interfere. So this king is someone who reigns supreme in his realm by allowing the things that come to him. And in a way, it's kind of like using everything that arrives for your upliftment and fulfillment, and for the upliftment and fulfillment of everyone else around you. So if unpleasant things come towards you, you stop struggling with those. You stop struggling against life. So you drop this whole adversarial relationship with life, and you come into a zone with that. I call it a zone where things are happening and you leave them alone. You stop interfering like an overbearing parent or playing God with life. So you stop interfering with everything. And in that pause, you give life space to open itself up and communicate something to you. So in a situation, you start to see the utility in that situation. And what I mean by that, it's the thing that you can actually do to elevate and improve your life experience. And maybe just not even improve it, to radically transform it. Because all of this reality, all of our reality is potentialized. It's potentialized for us to gain an incredible amount of wisdom from it, but also to have an amazing experience of life, to really live life, to enter into it fully and experience it fully, not second guess it and struggle against it and always want the universe to do what we want. And you probably noticed how that goes. You know, when we're trying to force life to do what we want it to, it seldom complies with our wishes. And on some level, it would be nice if it did a little bit more. But this is really how you come to allow that very skillful dance to move more in your favor. So the less you stop struggling against life, and this king for me, it's just a phenomenal metaphor. You know, there he is, and it could be like everything's going wrong, but whatever comes in this I've used this completely burnt out car, and somehow that's just become this incredible kind of almost like spaceship that's taking him up to see wherever he wants to go. And in this whole thing, there's gold everywhere, opportunities everywhere. So when you let go of this adversarial quality or adversarial relationship with life, and we all have that, in a way, we're culturally trained to have that adversarial relationship with life. But if we look more closely, we understand that that is not the way things are. And what I always say to people is like, life is actually not like anything. It's an open possibility. And when we understand that, that's when the magic arrives. And that's when this king, the message of this king, can really help us. Because if we're struggling against life, and if we're pushing and we're constantly trying to make life do what we want, we're not able to receive the teaching. We're not able to come to a point where we allow the magic of existence to reveal itself. So he's also a revelatory card, in the sense that when you give something its rightful space and you stop trying to control everything and you just leave it alone. And that's so difficult for all of us, really, to just leave life alone, even for a short period of time, and allow it to show us. And the more you leave it alone, the more you understand that you're not the managing director. And the more you don't apply for the job of the managing director, the more the job that you have, which is actually being present in your life and experiencing your life, becomes richer and richer and fuller and fuller. So there's a very powerful way of living your life. Yeah. And the thing with this is that some people say, oh, if I just leave everything alone, then nothing will happen. I wouldn't do anything. I wouldn't even get out of bed. Well, you know that's not true, because actually, if you try to stay in bed for like forever, and this is if you're not sick or anything, at some point you would get up. At some point you would need to go to the bathroom. At some point there would be a shift and a change. What this is explaining to us is that we start to get intimate with life. We start to understand that life is a dynamic conversation. And this King of Cups, he's a rich, happy king, because he understands that he doesn't need to fight against life. He needs to work with the energies that come his way. And he needs to kind of set himself in a position where life is happening for him, not to him. I speak about this a lot. And it's just really a shift in our perspective. So this is inviting you to experiment with this King of Cups, of what he wants to communicate to you. And if there is something that you feel you're just not getting the results you want, you're feeling ill at ease in life, like so many people are at the moment, feeling ill at ease. This king is a reminder to not have to manage and direct all of reality, that reality will reveal to you what your next action is. It will reveal to you what is the most abundant path, but you have to allow it to do that. So it's a process of surrender, and in that surrender, receiving, and in that receiving, then you're moved to action. So life is moving you. You're not pushing life, trying to make it do the things that you want it to do. And what you'll discover over time is that actually life is really something that wants you to have an enriching experience. Now, evolutionists, all sort of people will argue against that. But I'm going the way of saying that life actually wants us here. Because you're here, it wants you here. It wants nothing more for you to have an absolutely wonderful experience, and for you to grow and evolve and feed that experience back into reality. So it is our job to do the things that we need to do in order to have the highest quality of experience. So I invite you to connect with this King of Cups. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more insights, informations, wisdoms, and all kinds of different interesting things, magic. And I look forward to seeing you. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button. And please leave me a comment, and I will talk to you very soon.